Ah, man, Kaldheim's out. Now everybody's doing some crazy shit, and so are we. So what's going on, everybody? It's Untype Your Go, and so I'm not sure if you are all aware of this really janky pile of cards here. So let's break it down. Tibalt's Trickery is one of the newest cards from Kaldheim, and it's arguably probably one of the strongest and most abusable. This is a 1 in a red for an instant counter target spell. Right? Counter target spell. Choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Its controller mills that many cards and then exiles from the top until they exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell. They may cast it without paying its mana cost and put the rest on the bottom. So this is basically like a Chaos Warp effect, but on a counter spell. And when this was first spoiled, everybody's like, why would you want to counter your opponent's stuff so they can potentially rip into an Ugin or something? Yeah. Okay, well, what about us playing Stonecoil Serpent for 0 on turn 2, countering it with Tibalt's Trickery, and then having a turn 2 Ulamog? Seems pretty good. So there's multiple ways you can do this, and it's very fragile, so let me break it down. If you Stonecoil Serpent for 0 on 2, counter it with Tibalt's Trickery, you do have a chance of revealing another Tibalt's Trickery, in which case it counters itself, it fizzles, you get nothing. And that's really bad. If that happens, it's most likely a scoop, and you might as well not even play the game. There is a chance you can bring it back, but it's very slim. The other way you can do it is if you have 2 Tibalt's Trickery in your hand, and you wait for your opponent to cast something. Counter it in full control, and then you counter your own Tibalt's Trickery in full control, and then you can start the loop that way. But you also have the chance of just revealing into a Stonecoil Serpent that way. So it's very fragile. You have to try to hit Ulamog. If anything, this should be like 3 copies, and this should be only 3 copies. But I want all 4 for this, and I started with 4 copies of Stonecoil, but I just want to make sure that when you resolve Tibalt's Trickery, 9 times out of 10, you're hitting an Ulamog. Because if you're not hitting Ulamog, you're losing the game almost 90% of the time. And then in the rest of the deck, it's all lands, but let me break down the mana base a little bit really quick, because it's a little spicy. We have 37 snow-covered mountains. That's right, we're using snow-covered sources instead of regular mountains, and that is because we are playing 2 copies of Faceless Haven. This is the new creature land from Kaldheim as well. It taps for a colorless, you can pay 3 snow, and it becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types until end of turn. It's almost like a Mutavault, it costs a little bit more, but there's, the stats are a little bit better. And the plus side is, it costs 1 mana cheaper than Crawling Barrens, which we are also playing 2 copies of. Crawling Baron scales in the late game and obviously can become a super huge threat and just close out the game out of nowhere. There is that possibility, but this just activates a turn sooner. It could be more relevant against certain matchups, and it's just another way of having a win condition. So if we can't resolve our combo here, we have creature lands that we can try to invest some mana into. Crawling Barrens is probably the better pick of the 2, because if you literally have nothing else going on, paying 4 mana into this every turn will add up eventually and could potentially lead to a victory. So, and then in the rest of the mana base, we just have 8 cycle lands because, 37 basics, we really want to draw these cards. Like specifically Tibalt's Trickery and Stonecoil Serpent. We never want to see Ulamog in our hand ever. Ideally, the more copies of this in our hand and at least 1 copy of this in our hand, the better. So this deck mulligans very aggressively. I have mulligans down to 3 pretty consistently and still managed to win relatively consistently. If I can hit this combo, 9 times out of 10 I hit Ulamog, and most people just scoop. There are some people that try to play through it, and it's just to no avail for the most part. But then again, there are a lot of games where I have countered my Stonecoil Serpent and revealed another Trickery, or countered my Trickery and revealed another Stonecoil, and it just whiffed, and then I got my ass completely torn apart. So it's definitely a glass cannon. This is very similar to like the treasure hunt deck, where it's like either gonna work or it's not. It's gonna work or it's not, and that's that's the gamble I'm willing to take for you guys today. So let's take this into Diamond Ranked and see if we can get some wins with some bullshit. All right, going into game 1, we're on the play up against Finster Dexter, and we're gonna mulligan. We're gonna mulligan again. And again. And this is probably the best we're going to get. Get used to this, guys, because this is going to be like a majority of the video. It's me mulliganing. Merchant made it seem so easy, like it was a magic trick. No, it's not. It's a complete gamble, and he probably recorded like 40 games just to get it to work right. He doesn't have to fool nobody. I understand. Do it for the views, man. Do it for the views. Another Furby boy. Oh, come on. That's just disgusting. Oh. All right. So we take 6 here. If we cast our Ulamog, there's a good chance I probably just exile their lands, maybe. I don't know. All right, so to do this, full control activate. Stonecoil for 0, confirm. Start the counter, submit, auto pay. You can get rid of full control. You guys want to see a magic trick? So I could blow up their lands. I think it's safe to kill. Yeah, let's kill one of their lands and one of their creatures. Ulamog's in play. We might as well play this. Who cares? Oh my god. Fervent.deck. Holy crap. Wow. They would have had all 4 Fervent Champions. You understand how, like, that's the most ridiculous start this player could have ever had. Very impressed. And they're trying. They're trying. Yeah. We go ahead and put them down to 7. Exile a huge chunk of their library. And I mean, they could try to win here. I think if they like Embercleave or whatever crazy stuff they do, I'm just going to Tibalt sTrickery it and counter it. I don't care. Opponent's down to 4. And they had to pay the 3 life. Ooh, Bergie. Yeah, I'm going to counter it. I really hope they get an Embercleave. Ah, they got an Annex. This is okay. This is fine. Opponent's got 25 cards left in library. Shoot, we might actually be dead. Oh no. We're like actually gonna die. Well, shit. I mean, I guess they could still Embercleave for the win here. Okay. Wait, they actually lose now? Oh no, I still lose. So I can... We have a chance. It's up to our opponent, though. I can block the Annex. Take 4 and go down to 1. And I can go to attack. Put them down to 0 cards in their library. But if our opponent has full control activated, they can Bone Crusher Giant me in response before their draw step. But that's assuming that our opponent has it. Oh no, they can't block anyway. That's fine. Yeah, I guess they should have kept up the blocker. And then they could have just Bone Crushered me for lethal. Good game. All right, we go first in game 2 against Magi Cole, and yeah, mulligan. Mulligan. Now I could keep this, but we're gonna mulligan. I'll keep 4. It's probably the safest bet. So we'll go ahead and pass. We can cycle our Forgotten Cave, try to draw into a Stonecoil Serpent. And then in the meantime, we do have a Faceless Haven that we can try to rely on if it's a creature matchup. Alright, up against blue-white Flyers, potentially. So our Faceless Haven does absolutely nothing. Sure. Alright, we're going to play our Faceless Haven first, so we can attack with it next turn if we need to. Alright, all we gotta do is draw into a Stonecoil, or another Trickery. Preferably another Trickery, actually, so we can counter whatever they try to play. Or go to counter whatever they try to play. It's not looking great. Well, we might as well just start getting in. What could they have on summon? What is opponent doing? Oh, Spectral Sailor, okay. That's fine. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, one more chance at this. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. I mean, I guess we have a chance. We have one more draw. Never mind. We're dead. Good game. Oh boy, this deck is some bullshit. Going into game 3 against Jax Kane 18, and we are on the draw for the first time. This hand's a slam keep, right? I mean, hey, our opponent's on a 10-turn clock, and we're gonna cast an Ulamog on them. Assuming we draw 5 lands. As soon as our opponent's ready. For the hilarity that might ensue. Playing some bullshit, I said. Tibalt Trickery into an Ulamog is hard to beat. But sometimes you just reveal a Stonecoil Serpent. And then you gotta scoop or try to beat your opponent the hard way. The fucking hard way. But it's not the hard way at all. Oh man. Okay, so we get to keep. We're at 4. No Thoughtseize. No whammies, no whammies, stop. Alright, green for our opponent, that's good. Llanowar Elf, who cares? We're gonna go ahead and play that and pass. If we're gonna hit a Trickery, I swear, dude. We're gonna hit a Trickery and I'm gonna be so sad. This deck comes with a price. It makes you look like such an idiot when you whiff. Alright, full, 0, counter, submit, autopay. Ah! No! We lose. We lose. Our opponent's gonna be a dick too. They're just like slow rolling us now, so we really get the relish in it. Yep. Sure. Get your little 1/1. I mean, I guess this is cool the more I look at it because it triggers off of multiple ones, but that's definitely a loss. No, I'm back down to Diamond 4. Not again. In game 4 against Alpha Red Lion. We're already on game 4. This is probably going to be a really quick video, I think. Even if I had 7, even if I played like 7 games, it really wouldn't matter. That's pretty bad. That's really bad. Alright, turn 1. We draw a Stone Coil. Just kidding. Alright. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to cycle this land on my opponent's end step. We're going to draw a Stone Coil, and then we're going to naturally top deck Tibalt's STrickery. Right? Right? Damn. Damn. Oh boy, we're up against Reanimator. This ought to suck. Drakuseth, man, I haven't seen him in forever. Haven't seen him in forever. I wonder if he's playing the new the Rakdos. The Rakdos that Rakdos enchantment. You sacrifice a creature, deal 3 to something. Each player discards a card, and then you reanimate something and gains haste. Giving Drakuseth haste seems really good. Really, really good. In the meantime, though, we're going to go ahead and grow up our Crawling Barrens. I think we go ahead and attack with the Faceless Haven first, though. Test the waters. They have no removal. It's good to know. Our lands might get there, but their Drakuseth is imminent. Okay. We're at 4, 5, 6. We need 4 more turns to get Ulamog. That's a long time. Yeah, that's a Drakuseth. Dragon Tribal, everybody. Alright, good game opponent. Not even gonna good game me back. What a cuck. Could keep this, but I'm not going to. Down to 3. Down to 2. Holy shit. Up against Turd Herder in the 5th game. Alright. Off to a awful, awful start. Wow, that was weird. Did you guys see that frame? Like the way he was attacking as he played his land drop? Did anybody else see that? That was kind of... It was like seamless. Like there was no like frame at all in between. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cycle the Desert of the Fervent. Ooh. Come on, Stone Coil. Damn. Alright, pass it up. The longer we don't do the combo, the less likely we have a chance to recover, even if we get it. So, if I don't draw into the Stone Coil by my next turn, that's probably just game. Go ahead and cycle. That's another mountain. It's pretty good. Good game. Good game, everybody. So, like, welcome back. Welcome back to the wrap-up. Thanks for watching, as always. We went 1-4 for a very horrendous run. But hey, I got to show you that even though this deck is pretty annoying to play against, it's also very annoying to pilot, because this deck is not consistent. It's not good. If you play up against somebody who is playing this, just know that they probably lost like 3 or 4 games before they beat you. So don't feel too bad if you lose to an Ulamog on turn 2. It's understandable. Game 1, you saw how powerful it can be, even in the late game. You also saw, and I believe Game 2, how shitty it can be when you trickery into another trickery. So, with that, that's it for today, guys. I took a huge stab at my rank for you guys, so please leave a like on today's video for that. Comment down below saying you enjoy my misery, and subscribe and hit the bell for all the future videos. I'm Untap Your Go, and I will see you all in the next video.